Today's lesson is going to be about 2D shapes and how to create them with popsicle sticks. First, let's learn about some 2D shapes. The first is a square. A square is made up of 4 sides that are all the same length and 4 corners. An example of a square can be a checkerboard game. The whole border of the checkerboard is a square, and then inside are red and black little squares too. The next comes a circle. A circle has no sides and no corners. An example of a circle can be found with a 2D picture of a basketball and a soccer ball. Triangles have 3 sides and 3 corners. An example of a triangle can be a slice of pizza. A rectangle has 4 sides, just like the square, but instead of having all 4 sides equal, it has only 2 opposite sides equal. It also has 4 corners. An example of a rectangle can be a dollar bill. The next is a diamond. A diamond has 4 sides and 4 corners, just like a rectangle and square. But a diamond has 2 obtuse angles and 2 acute angles, unlike rectangle and square, who both have all 90-degree angles. A great example of a diamond can be a kite. A pentagon has 5 sides and 5 corners. A great example of a pentagon is home plate in a baseball field. Hexagon comes next with 6 sides and 6 corners. You can find hexagons inside a beehive where the honeycomb is made out of tiny little hexagons. A heptagon comes next, and a heptagon has 7 sides and 7 corners. The last shape we're going to be learning about today is an octagon. An octagon has 8 sides and 8 corners. A great example of an octagon can be found on the road, and it is a stop sign. Now that we learned about the 2D shapes, let's create them with popsicle sticks.
So now we're going to do a hands-on activity. Each group's going to get 8 popsicle sticks for this activity and a piece of paper and pen. So what we're going to do is recreate the shapes that we just talked about earlier. So the first shape we are going to do is a square, which you're going to need 4 popsicle sticks for. Remember that the square has 4 sides and 4 corners, and each side is equal. Next we're going to the circle, but as you might find, you can't really recreate a perfect circle with popsicle sticks, so this is where we're going to use our pen and paper to draw a circle as best you can. A circle has no sides and it has no corners. Next we're going to do the triangle, which has 3 sides and 3 corners. Next we'll do a rectangle. This will have 4 sides and 4 corners, just like the square, except these sides will be longer and not all equal. Okay. The next shape we'll do is a diamond. This will have 4 popsicle sticks, 4 sides, and 4 corners. Next we'll do the pentagon. This will have 5 sides and 5 corners. octagons next. This will have 6 sides and 6 corners. The heptagon's a tricky one that we'll do. The main thing with this is it should have a point at the top and a base at the bottom. It will have 7 sides and 7 corners. And then for our last shape, we'll do the octagon, which will use all 8 popsicle sticks. It'll have 8 sides and 8 corners. And that's all the shapes we went over today.
Now that we've recreated all the 2D shapes with the popsicle sticks, we are going to use these shapes to design a picture. I'm going to draw a picture of a house. You can use different objects to trace different shapes. Like I'm using this candle holder. I'm going to use it to draw a circle. See? Now this is going to be the sun. It's going to put little triangles around it for little rays to make it look like a sun. Okay. Next, we can do a pentagon for the house. We can start off with a square. I'm going to use this marker box to trace around it. I'm just going to do these 2 sides. And then I'm going to put it up to the top. And there's our pentagon. You can also put a line here to show that there's a triangle and a square. Next, let's put a door on our house. I'm going to use a rectangle for the door. I'm going to put a circle for the door handle. Next, we can use a square for the windows. Make sure to do it 4 equal sides. You can get it as close as you can to 4 equal sides. Alright. We can do a little pine tree next to the house for a triangle. And a rectangle for the stump. You can even add an octagon with 8 sides for a stop sign. And there you have it. There's a simple picture with the shapes that we used today.